is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
And Henry. And we continue on the Domino's postgame report. Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, you've often told me that games are won and lost in the second half. Certainly won this one in the second half.
Yeah.
What did you see from your team? Great adjustments after halftime.
Credit to you mentioned adjustments. Let me give a lot of credit to the players. When I come in a lot of times at halftime, they'll be talking about things, and they had been addressing some specific offensive adjustments. It was their ideas. I'm no idiot. I know they're smart basketball players. We implemented their ideas, and I thought it was beneficial. I also thought that the second half, they were killing us on the glass the first half.
Yeah.
Killing us. And really big boying us. And I thought the second half we did a much better job. I think we leaned the 3 offensive boards.
That's correct.
And yet we got our own, and then we did on the defensive glass. We generated a lot of transition opportunities, and that goes back to the defensive rebounding. And the difference was the rebounding free throws.
First time in school history you finish a game with 4 players with 20 points or more.
It's crazy.
Crazy. The high level of scoring from so many different guys. You find entertaining ways to change the game. A night after Nick Brennigan scores 64, you share the ball at such a high level. What's that say about this team?
First of all, you have to understand, like, Nick, what Nick is doing now is he sort of, for our team in the half court, he serves in the same capacity that the gravitational field of the earth does. And he just draws multiple defenders in his direction, which opens up opportunities, and he's more than willing to share the ball. And that's where we can find some extra opportunities because there's already a lot of confidence and trust amongst our players, and they're more than willing to share it and give it up. But Nick now, because after what he's done the last month, he's taken so much attention, and yet his teammates still find him opportunities. I mean, he still gets, 4 of 8. So
it's crazy. It felt like every guy that had 20. Ben Beaker, career high 22. Trey Hubbard matched his career high with 21. Jack Browder, 22 for the second time in his career against D&H. 20 from Nick. Every one of those nights feels like a quiet 20-point night.
I had no idea until I saw the sheet. I remember walking into the locker room, and I'd had the sheet, but I didn't look at it yet, and I thought, I wonder what this is going to look like in my mind. Because we were thinking, we were talking so much about defensive rebounding that we weren't even thinking about that. And so when I saw there was 4 on here with 20, I was like, how'd that happen? I don't recall it going down like that. Glad it did, but we sort of got lost in the moment and lost in the other things that we were focused on tonight, which honestly was, other than to have some adjustments, there really was not a lot of talk about offense at all.
You bring that up in our pregame chat. Your focus in this one and throughout, really since before the Newberry game, has been wanting to see improvement defensively from your team.
Yep.
Break down the effort today. We have 48% from the field for the Wasps, but that's an up-tempo team that you're forced to go deep into the shot clock at times.
Yeah, I really, we're truly at the halfway point of the season in terms of regular season games. We've played 14, we got 14 to go, and then hopefully a tournament. So there's been sort of enough experience for me to start thinking that some of the things I'm seeing offensively are valid. And understanding who can do what more and how guys sort of do things together. And all that's good, but I still know in my heart that it will go back. As long as that's right, we've got to make sure that we're defending and rebounding consistently night in, night out. And that's what I thought tonight, especially the second half. Now, they still get 40 points, but it's the kind of shot types they were getting. We had some really specific goals that I won't go into that we were meeting and exceeding. And I thought that allowed us to have some of the good feelings we were having, even though you still get 77 points, but it's how the type of shots they were generating and how they were having to work to get them that we were really looking towards.
One of these days I'm going to sneak into your kitchen and steal these recipe cards and reveal some of your secret sauces for these goals and deals that you have, Chuck.
Well, in all honesty, Cav, our staff, and I love what KT and Luke and Dave, but we have some knockdown fights about what we're going to do. Now, we inevitably come to a consensus, but there's a lot of things that we're sort of working through right now, and I give a lot of credit to those guys too, man, because they've come to the table with some ideas, and I've been like, that's crazy, or I'm not really feeling that, and yet we'll go with it because they're so convicted by it, and thank goodness that we do. Thank goodness that we do.
Second half, crazy efficiency.
Yeah.
Best shooting half of basketball for your team since 2018 when you made 71% of your shots in the first half on opening night against Lees McRae. What keyed? In a game 2 where you were missing layups early, you started 4 of 12 on shots that our stats crew had designated layups.
We felt like we were getting some good looks at the rim, and going down at half, I remember thinking to myself, like, I think we'll get some more of those shots in the second half, and I think we'll knock them down. We just got to continue to defend and rebound. That's what we really got to do, defend and rebound at a higher level. And I think everything else will work out. And then and that's sort of what happened. But how does it happen? I think when the ball is moving and there's a great deal of trust and guys are willing to give that thing up, good opportunities come. And that's there's no secret with that. Like it's just trusting each other and moving that ball and recognizing where the opportunity is and then capitalizing.
How much of a difference maker was Trey Hubbard in transition?
Oh,
tonight?
Goodness. You saw it for yourself. He was pretty nice. It's nice the kind of pressure he can put on an opponent's transition defense, and then other guys can sort of walk into good opportunities. So yeah, I mean he's nice. I'm happy he's got that Carson-Newman jersey on. I can tell you that.
Head to the road. Little run on Saturday. What do you have to do? Haven't played a ton of road games. Home games have been on another level. What's it take to carry this performance on a bus over to Shuford Gym?
Well, that's always a challenging place to play. I think they are defending really well this year. Have done some preliminary work on them. Know that I think they've got really good guard play. But I know they're defending well. It's going to be a challenge. We've got to take our defensive rebound on the road, and then we've got to find quality shots. And with the way they're defending, I think that will be challenging. But that's you got to do it on both sides of the ball. We got to defend, we got to rebound, we got to make shots. Period.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thanks, Cap.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Continue on with the Domino's post-game report. Jack Browder, Trey Hubbard, maybe even Ben Beaker. Is this a 3-player night? Oh, just Jack and Ben tonight. We've got that for you. Domino's post-game report back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.